Today, I'm going to show you how to make these delightful marshmallow stuffed cookies featuring everyone's favorite, possibly cannibalistic candies, Sour Patch Kids. You'll also learn how to make sour sugar, the same stuff that sour gummy candies are coated with, and how to dye sugar any color you want without making a big mess. The recipe is in the description below, so let's get started. We'll start by chopping about 100 grams of Sour Patch Kids into pieces small enough to get mixed into the dough, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. If you're using larger marshmallows like I am, you'll need to cut them too. Spray your knife with some cooking spray, and this is one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of moments, because later on I realized I made these way too big and had to cut them smaller. You'll want to aim for pieces around 1 inch in size. Later, we'll coat the outside of the cookies with some sour sugar, which is just citric acid mixed with sugar. This is basically the same as the stuff that sour candy gets coated with, and a little bit of citric acid goes a long way. You could leave the sugar plain, but if you want to dye it, just pour it into a plastic sandwich bag. If you want more than one color, just divide it between a few bags. I'm going to try matching the color of some of the actual Sour Patch Kids candies. Just put a couple drops of gel food coloring into a bag, or if you're using the kind that comes in a little jar, put a dab of the gel onto a toothpick and rub it off onto the side of the bag. Then close the bag and squish the sugar and food coloring all around until the sugar is uniform in color. If you're not happy with how the color turned out, you can always add another drop or two to adjust it to your liking. I decided to add a couple drops of yellow to this green, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out in the end. Do a little celebratory dance, then open each bag to let the sugar dry out while we move on to making the cookie dough. To a medium bowl, add your flour, cream of tartar, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Whisk to combine and set aside. To round out the flavor of the Sour Patch Kids, we're going to add some lemon zest to the sugar. Rub the zest into the sugar with your fingertips until it resembles damp sand. This helps release the oils from the zest. Don't forget to lean in for a big sniff, it'll smell amazing. Now that the sugar has been adequately zested, go ahead and add it to a mixer bowl along with some room temperature unsalted butter and cream them together on medium-high speed until light and fluffy, about 3 minutes. Give everything a quick scrape before adding the room temperature egg and egg yolk and a splash of vanilla. Mix at medium-high speed for another 3 minutes or so until very light and fluffy. In go the dry ingredients, which get mixed in on low speed until just combined. Add the chopped Sour Patch Kids and mix again on low until just combined. Use a cookie scoop or a couple spoons to portion the dough into balls. Take each ball and make an indent with your thumb. Realize you cut your marshmallows too big. Cut your marshmallow pieces in half, stuff one into the indent, and roll the dough into a smooth ball between your hands. Now take each stuffed dough ball and roll it around in some sour sugar. Lather, rinse, and repeat until all of the dough balls are completely covered. Now press a Sour Patch Kids candy into the top of each dough ball. Space the cookies at least 4 inches apart on a parchment or silicone-lined baking sheet and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes or until spread, puffed, cracked, and just starting to turn golden brown at the edges. And there you have it! Colorful sour cookies that are as delicious as they are ridiculous, and with a marshmallow stretch that just won't quit. Nice! If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time!